L'honorable secrétaire parlementaire.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Maybe give some advice to my member across the way when he says the truth will make you feel good. You want to talk about the type of garbage that the member is talking about, Mr. Speaker. He talks about SDTC and the chair and how corrupt and how bad she is and all this kind of stuff. The character assassination of the individual, and he says that she's nothing more than a liberal hack. A liberal appointee, as they say. Does he not realize that it was Stephen Harper that actually appointed her to the advisory council, his economic advisory council? That it was Brian Mulroney that she also advised, Mr. Speaker? I can't recall. I understand there was even one member that suggested or said that she actually donated to his own party. Yet he classifies that as a liberal hack, Mr. Speaker. I say that to pose the question to the member. Why does he continue to be so dishonest with Canadians in the comments he says in the House of Commons?
Going to be very careful about how we use our language. The honourable member from Dufferin-Caledon.
I've had worse things said about me by much better people, Mr. Speaker, so I'm not really concerned about what that member has to say. But on the specifics, the real problem, I guess, is that corruption seeps onto people. So there's no claims that this person had any problems when they were doing other things with other parties, but a few years with the Liberals, and I guess the rot just spreads, and therefore all this crony capitalism was engaged in, the taking of taxpayer money. Look, what I say to this member is this. What does he say when he speaks to the single mother in his riding, when his government behaved like this, let 82% of contracts, 82% of $1 billion be given away by Liberal cronies to other Liberal cronies? Like, what does he say to that single mother?
Time for a very brief question. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Government House Leader. 20 seconds.
Yes, very quickly, Mr. Speaker. And my question to the member is, why does the Conservative Party and the leader of the Conservative Party not respect what it is that the RCMP and the Auditor General are saying, and that is that this particular motion, or what it is the Conservatives are asking for, is making them feel highly uncomfortable. And that is one of the reasons why it is that there's a great deal of concern.
The honourable member from Dufferin-Caledon.
Yeah. Again, I go back to where I spoke in my speech, where I said, whenever they come up with this sort of thing over here, we know that the answer is they could just produce the documents, right? That's the simple answer. So the smoke and mirrors coming from there, oh, it's a violation of this, oh, this person's concerned, this, that, the other thing. It's like when you're trying to solve that little riddle as you take your pen and you go through this maze to get somewhere. That's basically what their answer is to this. It's some complicated, hazy, mazy thing that no one quite understands, and to try and distract, produce the documents. And guess what? Everyone here will stop speaking. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Resuming